Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CoculesNation. My name is Secret Agent Ixnol Cocules. I'm the founder and the director of the Cocules Industry Spy Network and the CoculesNation. For today, we're going to be taking a look at AntiX, which is a systemd free Debian base. We're going to go ahead and go into AntiX Core, the version that I went ahead and grabbed. I've been trying to get this set up and whatnot. The init that they're using, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be sysvinit. We're going to do CLI installer. To do that, we're going to go ahead and pull this off. I could do DOS if I wanted to. I think GPT is going to help out a lot. New thing. We're going to do 4 gigabytes. The type is going to be a swap. The free space, we're going to go ahead and do 250 megabytes. That one is going to be a BIOS boot partition. And then everything else, 25.8 gigabytes. That type is going to be Linux root x86-64. We're going to write it. And then I'm going to go ahead and quit that. VDA3 is where that's going to be placed. Let's do extended for today, so choice 3. Let's not make a home partition. Let's not preserve the data in the home partition. Let's go ahead and destroy that. Let's use the AntiX net installer. Now we do have something which failed. lamxrepo.com/AntiX bookworm for the in-release for bookworm. That's going to be a bit interesting because this is, in fact, non-systemd Debian. The AntiX developers took a Debian base based upon a derivative of Debian that's not Devuan, which I will be using Devuan next week. And then they took out systemd. They don't have systemd. Seatd, let's install seatd. Let's not install that. Let's use aptX. Let's do an update. So the apt-get command will fail. That's fine. Let's not run that. Let's upgrade these packages. That shouldn't be so bad. Less leapc. Yeah, just less leapc and locales. That's going to be interesting. And then we're going to get this locales thing. I've had a couple of practice runs on this, though they've both failed. But this time, I hope I got it right. I am worrying about this knot. That's actually a sign of failure for me. I mean, let's be real. That's a sign of me being humiliated. So we're going to see how that's going to go. I've been humiliating myself quite a bit. I think I actually have bloopers from a separate run. Let's get those playing while I have this going on. No matches were found. Waterfox Classic. Well, let's go ahead and do Firefox ESR. We're going to do the ESR version of Firefox. Mark it. That should be fine. We've got Vim. We've got all of these things. I do have IceWM, but I may actually go ahead. We're going to do suck less tools. This will allow me to do dmenu thing. Let's also do xmonad contrib. Sure, let's do it. The command has failed because of lib font config. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just do IceWM. Yeah, that wasn't necessarily great, was it? Anyway, let's go ahead and search for a package. I would like i3 today. There is the i3 meta package with the status bar, screen locker, the menu, all that. I can go ahead and install the i3 package. Let's install it. Sweet. And it's going to work with font config and all that type of stuff. Fantastic. I personally love using i3, so I'm going to see how that's going to work. And i3 was actually very quick to set up. I'm surprised. Now, I could search for Rofi. I'm going to go ahead and do just that. Install Rofi. Sweet. We can do that. And it is going to work. I'm also going to go ahead and grab SDDM as well. So let's do that. SDDM. There we go. Install the SDDM package. I will be able to go ahead and do just that, with all the X server stuff you would ever need, especially with Xorg, because let's face it, i3 is an X11 window manager. By the way, my host is Linux Mint 21.3, and I am using i3WM. I also have Xmonad if I want to live in that, which, let's be real, I do want to live in Xmonad, but I need to find ways to get that set up, because I haven't really set it up the best right now. I may just use Xmonad without like a window manager bar. I mean, I'm using i3 blocks, and that should be fine. Speaking of, I think I can go ahead and grab i3 blocks. I should also have Firefox ESR, but I'm going to see how that's going to go. I need to get Xterm. I forgot about Xterm. Or at the very least, i3 Sensible Terminal. Who cares? I'll just let this go for now. Now we should have everything. This will allow me to go straight into i3, which is fantastic. Let's search for nitrogen next. That is correct. Install the nitrogen package. That shouldn't be so bad. Just 12 megabytes is all that's needed. Even Edwida. That's interesting. LX Appearance I will also grab as well. I shouldn't forget LX Appearance. I will also grab NeoVim. So we're going to see if that's going to work too. There's that. NeoVim. Install that. There we go. NeoVim. This will include some Lua. I mean, i3 is actually not that bad. It's like very small. I'm actually very glad that I'm able to do stuff like this. I will also need a web browser. So let's go ahead and do Firefox ESR, but I will probably switch that to be completely frank, I'm probably going to switch from Firefox ESR to LibreWolf, but at the very least, I'm going to go ahead and try to find my i3 config so I can get those in there. So yeah, that's going to work. Because I do have my i3 configs on Codeberg, I will just link those below. So yeah, I'll just link my .dot files below so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'll probably get Alacrity as well, get Rust up, get Alacrity set up. It shouldn't be that hard. So yeah, I'm just building everything up for when I eventually get i3 working properly. Now, we're going to take a look. Once we get everything set up, I'll take a look at exactly what I have. Thankfully, Rofi is a thing. I think I should have Rofi already installed. I will take a look and see. I did get Rofi, but I may also go ahead and grab dmenu just in case. And I'll probably have both sets of tools, both the Cyclist tools and Rofi. Dmenu is part of the Cyclist tools. So there's that as well. But yeah, it's just me building up this operating system the way I would probably want it. I'm not going to do it for like any sort of gaming or video production or anything like that. No, I'm just going to be building it to where I just have a minimal i3 install using SDDM as the login manager because this doesn't implement systemd. As far as I'm aware, we're not using systemd. I think we're using sysvnet or OpenRC. And I'm going to be doing some systemd-free operating systems within the next few weeks or so. So we're going to see how that's going to go. That is done and dusted. We have Firefox now. Sweet. Let's search for Rofi. I should already have that. I already have the Rofi package. Fantastic. So we are going to go ahead with the install. Sweet. Computer name, we're going to do doig AntiX if I need it to SSH. That will be fine. Alright, that part's done. ENUS UTF-8. Go ahead and use that one. We are going to go ahead. Generic English US. That should be fine. Set that up. UTF-8. We're going to guess the optimal character set. All of that should be fine. We're going to use Terminus 8x16. Set up the time zone. US. We're going to go ahead, find Pacific Ocean. Sweet. This is not a remastered snapshot or install. So we're going to do the username. That's going to be Doig. We're going to do a strong and complicated password. My name. All of that should be fine. This is correct. We're not going to do auto login. And there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and do a reboot. Kind of sweet. Let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, so now we have SDDM. We're going to go ahead and do regular i3. Strong and complicated password. Let's go ahead and generate the config. Windows key. So we now have i3. And we do not have the... That's weird. Okay. Do we have dmenu? We do not have dmenu. Okay. We do not have the i3 Sensible Terminal installed. But that should be fine. I will probably need to find a way to... Yeah, I should have thought about i3 Sensible Terminal. That's going to be interesting. But we have AntiX set up. I didn't do i3 Sensible Terminal, so I probably should have thought about that. But I'm going to have to find a way to get that done and whatnot. But at least we do have i3 working. I do, however, want to do something about the i3 Sensible Terminal here. That situation is kind of sad. I probably would like to do a TTY of some sort, so I need to learn how to do this TTY. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you, and good night.